Hey, good evening, everyone. We're back. It was only 2 days since our last live stream. CPAG is called CPAG because we are very masipag, I guess. I'm actually kind of a little bit low energy right now because I've been working since 7:30 this morning, and after this live stream, I actually have a last meeting starting at 10 p.m. So it's a very, very long day for me. So thankfully, hindi naman ako yung main host for this episode. I'm actually just gonna help our actual guest. His name is Coach Cody Hernandez. He is one of the, um, in my mind, one of the most knowledgeable Axie coaches in the Philippine scene. He is involved with the Axie Scholar UK Guild, and he's very kindly offered to, lend his time this week and maybe even next week also to help CPAG become better Axie players. So, I really like Axie Infinity. I don't have time to learn it very well. So we had to bring in someone who actually was, very focused on the game to teach us how to become better gamers. So Coach Cody is going to, do a couple of things today. No, so the first thing is he's going to do parang beginner presentation to kind of just explain how the game works. And this is going to be very important for those of you na parang nag-umpisa lang very recently and baka medyo naguguluhan pa kayo dun sa actual mechanics ng game, kung anong rules niya. So Coach Cody is going to talk us through that. And then we are going to do something really interesting. So you're going to have to bear with us because medyo hindi pa namin na test itong part na to. We are actually going to buy a new team of Axies in the marketplace on this live stream and then lalaroin niya. So that's the part where I will have to ask for your patience because I'm not 100% sure if it will actually work, but we're gonna try. So okay, let's do that first. Let me bring on Coach Cody now. So Coach Cody is not going to turn on his video kasi nahihiya daw siya sa inyo because you guys are, you're artists and you expect too highly of people's visuals. Uh, is that the reason, Coach? Is that
Not
what's going
really.
on
I'm
there?
just more comfortable not sharing my screen kasi I get
Okay.
nervous when I talk. Tas
Okay.
I can see
Okay.
myself on the screen.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
my wife
totally
knows
fine.
about
That's
this.
totally fine. And we're very, very grateful that you were able to, kind of contribute your time this evening. I'm
Yeah,
sure
of
that the
course.
guild is very, very grateful also. So I know that you wanted to start with a presentation, muna.
Yeah,
Do you wanna
presentation.
share your screen now, and then
Okay, let me
parang we
do it
can
now.
get started on that.
Sige.
Um, Sige, while you're doing that, let me look at who is here. We've got 92 people watching already. Let me see. Angela, Karen, John David, Ken, Michaela, AZ, Jonard. Okay, so Jonard is from Undisputed Noob, so he's one of your people.
Okay.
Let me see
Hey,
who
Jonard.
else is here. Ramon, uh, Jezreel from CPAG, Nelvin. Thank you everyone for joining and taking time to do this. This is for you guys. This is for you guys. So hopefully this is useful. And then I guess yung ano lang, the one note that we want to give people, no, Coach, is if you have questions, if there's something that Coach Cody says that you guys need a little bit more explanation about, just type it in the chat. We will I'll be watching so my job right now is to be watch ako yung magmo-monitor ng chat. So if I find questions there that need to be answered agad, I will immediately highlight it for Coach Cody so that he can see, and then hopefully he can respond agad. Okay, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all you guys need to do. Coach, uh, I give the floor to you.
All right. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sige. So, how come? Oh, I think it's delayed. Is it? Because I am
Yeah,
on
yeah.
full
Don't
screen
watch
now.
yourself. Don't watch yourself on Facebook. Just
Oh, even in
manipulate your screen
StreamYard.
as normal.
Even in
Oo,
StreamYard.
ganun lang talaga siya. There's a slight delay talaga.
Oh, okay. So, quick intro lang. Coach Cody here from Axie Scholars UK or Undisputed Noobs. I actually just started July 4 this year, so pretty new. Pero I've been competitive with other games like Hearthstone, Dota, League of Legends, and then Wild Rift. So yeah, very competitive in the gaming scene, and then on the first season, I was able to reach a maximum of 3,100 MMR, and
Nice.
ended within the top 1,000 leaderboards last season. Currently, sorry, my top ranking was top 18, I believe. And then, but I
Nice.
wasn't able to hold it for very long since it's really competitive in the leaderboards and definitely the top 100. Pero
Coach,
yon,
did you notice? Did you notice na ano for a while Hearthstone players yung nasa top 10 ng
actually,
Axie Infinity?
Sinastaz, yeah, yeah, I
Yeah,
know
yeah,
them,
'di ba?
yeah.
Like pa yun mga nakalaban ko pa in tournaments yung mga yun eh.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not as good as them, pero in the
Oo.
early days of Hearthstone nandun na yung mga yun eh.
Yeah,
Tapos
yeah.
ngayon, parang nag-transition sila into Axie
Mhm.
Infinity.
Yep.
Madali maggamay yung Axie Infinity kasi pag nanggaling ka dun sa collectible card games,
Exactly,
no?
kasi card game din talaga siya then very kumbaga para rin siyang Hearthstone na it's looks simple but there's a lot of
Right.
mechanics behind it, and if you know those mechanics, you can definitely beat the average players or score yourself at the
Right.
top leaderboards. Yeah.
For sure, for sure. Coach, yung presentation mo, is it playing right now
Yeah,
or
I'm playing
parang
it.
baka nasa kabilang window siya? Is that
Okay.
possible?
Let me
Baka iba yung na-share mo na screen or
baka nga.
something?
So let me reshare. Stop ko lang to.
Sige, sige.
Okay.
Someone has to explain to me what's with the whole uwu thing. What is that? I don't understand why is that the thing. Anyway, okay, sige, for another time. This is not
Yeah,
that kind of
another
coaching
time,
session.
Gracie. Sorry. All right, so I have
Okay,
Gracie's
game.
one of our mods pala in Axie Scholars UK. So sige, let's start. So again, this slide is prepared by Gulaman, one of our leading artists naman sa Axie Scholars UK or Undisputed Noobs. Thank you so much. Big
Shout
shout
out.
out to you. Yeah. All right, so this is Axie 101 by Cody Hernandez. Our outline for today is first, kilalanin ng ating Axie. So ano ang body parts, ano ang card stats, ano ang elemental advantages, Axie positioning, at saka paano ba nalalaman kung sino yung mauuna sa Axie or sa battle, sino ang mauunang tumira sa mga Axie na meron ka at saka meron yung opponent mo. Tapos yung second part natin is mechanics to improve your gameplay. So, unang-una diyan ang pinakaimportante is if you're not that familiar yet with how an Axie what Axie part looks like and what it corresponds to, you have to check manually yung opponent mo na Axie. You can just click it, tapos makikita mo kung ano yung cards na meron siya at ano yung stats niya. And then the next one is counting energy. I'm pretty sure if you have researched before, this is one mechanic that's very important for you to learn to improve your MMR. And then also another one is counting cards. So, yep.
Aabot pa tayo dun sa part B
Yeah.
for this session kaya? Oh,
When
okay.
I first introduced you the outline, it's four parts. So I divided so that
Ah.
we have another session
Perfect.
probably next week.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, great, great, great. Okay, awesome.
So, yung unang-una is kilalanin ng ating axes or getting to know yung axes. So, body parts tsaka card stats muna tayo. Una is yung horn. So, very obvious. Itong horn na to is yung clam for this specific axis, clamshell. And then eyes is a water eyes then, or aqua eyes, sorry. And then mouth, back, ears, and tail. So an axis has six body parts, seven if you include the body itself. Yung body niya mismo, siya yung nagde-determine kung anong type niya. So we have a total of 9 types. That's aqua, beast, bug, reptile, plant, bird, and then we those are the six basic ones, and then we have three special or hybrid ones, which is a combination of two. Dusk is a combination of plant and reptile. Dawn is a combination of I think it's dawn is the speed type, And then yung mech is the morale type for a combination of bug and beast, I believe. So yun.
Wow, I
So
never actually understood what that was. Thank you for
yeah,
that explanation.
sure, no problem. So then going sa stats naman, health or yung buhay ng ating Axie, this the number it represents is kung gaano kataas yung HP natin sa arena. This also affects adventure, pero sa adventure kasi it increases per level. As you know, sa adventure you can increase your Axie's level, pero sa arena, it all is at level 1. So yung base stats lang ng Axie yung magte-take effect or yung gagana sa arena. So health, they have their own computation pero ang alam ko maximum for the arena is 61 which is around 514 I think or 16 around that range. And then next stat is speed or yung bilis ng axis. Ito yung magde-determine kung sinong mauuna sa turn. So the higher syempre, the faster yung axis. Self-explanatory naman. Then skill, it's this skill, yung skill comes with the body itself. So itong stat na to, it cannot be improved by another body part. So, kasi yung body parts natin nag-add siya ng stat either sa health, speed, or sa morale, depending on what type of body part that is. If it belongs to a beast, it's more on morale. If it belongs to a bird, it's more on speed. And if it belongs to a plant or reptile, it's more on health. So, yun. Pero yung skill, it's fixed. And I'll show you later kung ano ba yung skill na akibat sa different axi types na meron tayo. And then next is yung morale. Morale determines on how often you would hit a critical. So I'm pretty sure kung nakapaglaro na kayo, medyo hindi natin gusto na nagki-critical yung kalaban natin pero ang saya natin pa tayo nagki-critical. So yung chances niyan, it's very RNG or random. Um, pero the higher, supposedly dapat mas madalas ka mag-critical.
Is there any way
Um,
to know by looking in the game kung ano na yung moral nung kalaban mo?
It's actually fixed. So, but there are buffs
Ah,
and
okay.
debuffs that affect the morale of the Axie. So, good
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
Mhm.
So you can't it does yeah, I guess it's a little bit like speed no na hindi mo nakikita kung ano yung current na value niya. All you can
Oh,
see
actually,
is yung original value tapos
yeah,
ano
the
may up
base
or
that you
down
can
lang.
do, yeah, up or
Oo.
down, 20% normally,
Yeah.
since
Yeah,
each
yeah,
buff
yeah.
or debuff is 20% always, but it
Right.
stacks additively. Yep.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
All right. And then moving on, this is a sample card. And what it means is yung sa taas, yung number one, it's energy cost. It's how much energy, of course, you would need to spend to use that card. So if kulang ang energy mo, hindi mo na magagamit yun. Next is yung attack. So this determines kung ilan damage yung magagawa ng Axie mo. And then shielding. So si attack, it will happen after yung action phase. Yung shielding, makikita mo na agad kung ilan yung shield na makukuha mo kahit dun sa turn phase pa lang. I call it, turn phase is where you decide what cards you use, and then action phase is when you press enter and um, gagalaw na yung mga action or gagawin nila yung actions na binigay mo. So, yun yung shielding. So, yep, that's it for that. Oh, and also card effect. So, all cards meron card effect on the lower portion, and for new ones, you would have to really read and understand what each card does, and you try to get the most value of your card's effect. So, we talk about value very much sa Hearthstone. So, dito rin sa Axie, as much as possible, let's get value. Pag sinabing value is makuha mo lahat ng advantages na kasama sa pag-play mo. So, for example, itong si Fishhook, yes, 110 damage siya, pero if you want to get more value out of it, you might want to use this card against a plant, reptile, or dusk. Yon. Para makuha natin yung effect and maximum yung value ng card. Sulit yung one energy natin, kumbaga. Tapos ito yung base stats natin. You can find this data naman sa Axie Zone. I won't go into detail, pero as you could see, yung sa skill lang siguro, fixed to. Ito yung magiging skill nila, whatever body part yung kasama nung body type na yon. Tapos skill pala is used to compute bonus damage when you do combo cards. A combo attack is basically using two or more cards um, on that axis. So may bonus damage tayo pag ginawa natin. I'll talk more about that on the next session kasi medyo ano na yan eh, in detail na. For now, high level lang. And then next is additional stats. This is the one I was talking about earlier. Mag-vary yung stats ng Axie natin. Depende sa kung anong body part yon yung nalagay natin. So, pag Aqua, this is yung kanyang bonus. Pag Beast, more on morale. Pag Bird, more on speed pa rin. Bug, morale. Plant, HP, and then Reptile, HP yung ano. Pero may mga side bonuses sila na +1. So, taking that into consideration, kapag pure breed, let's say, pag sinabi pa lang pure breed, meaning yung body type mo has the exact same body parts that belongs to that class type. So, lahat aqua, lahat beast, lahat bird, lahat bug, lahat plant, lahat reptile, ganun. So, yun ang pure breeds and ito yung magiging stat nila. Okay, may questions ba tayo dun sa ating first topic?
I think we
Kung,
can, if there are questions, I see a lot of people mostly commenting on the fact that I was wearing the same shirt on Monday's stream. FYI, guys, lahat ng shirts ko kasi are the same color. That's
ah,
all. So
guys,
please don't hold
yan
it
talaga
against
pag
me.
ano, kapag ano,
I
manager.
yung startup. Oh,
You don't
sure.
want to
Yeah.
ano,
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No time. You don't want to think
no
about it
time.
anymore. So just just all of your shirts are black. That's it.
Yeah. Yung technique, guys.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Para you don't
Don't
have to
waste your energy or your thinking power
yeah.
on kung ano
Yeah,
susuotin.
exactly. That's exactly
Alright.
right. Black supremacy. Okay, sige. Go ahead, coach.
So
Go ahead.
next, yung elemental advantages. So I showed you the 9 different types. So we have this called parang sa Pokemon din kasi 'di ba si Axie naman was inspired out of Pokemon. So we know that fire beats water and then water beats fire pala and then plant beats water. So ganun. May ganung class din si or ganun mechanic din si Axie. So para hindi kayo malito, yung HP classes natin which is plant, reptile and then dusk has strong attacks against the speed class which is yung bird, aqua and dawn. And then yung speed class naman natin has a stronger attack against morale classes which is yung bug, mech, and yung beast. And then vice versa, mas mahina din yung attack nila. So it's effectively a 30% swing. So again, talking about value, if you have let's say a speed class aqua, you want to use yung cards mo or your attack cards mo against a morale class instead of using it on HP class. Pero syempre, kapag wala ka naman choice, atakihin mo na rin. Pero as much as possible, again, we want to get the most value out of our cards when we are using it sa arena.
Coach,
Yun.
quick question. So, yung
Go ahead.
remember yung fishhook card kanina?
Yes.
So, see, it's an aqua card, so speed class siya.
Mm-hmm.
Pero yung card effect niya actually only works against HP class,
Yes.
right?
Oo. Yep.
So, that
Mm-mm.
is an example of parang a card na parang kailangan mong i-weigh kung paano mo
Mm-mm.
siya gagamitin, no?
Yep.
Kasi
Mm-mm.
although yung card effect niya works against HP class, mas mahina siya against
Yeah.
HP class. Is that correct?
Actually, yes, that's true. Pero if you think about it, kasi yung buff na binibigay niya is 20% increase. So, instead of using it yung risky beast, kasi, risky fish, sa kapwa mo or sa kapwa mong aqua na wala kang, kasi if you attack the same class, kunyari, um, neutral lang. So, kung ano lang yung damage. So, instead of using that risky fish against fellow aqua, kunyari, yung sa mid niya is another aqua, pero yung sa unahan niya is reptile, if you have to kill yung, reptile or plant, if you have to kill yung tank niya first, you might as well use yung risky fish kasi nga, meron naman siyang 20% increase which could negate yung 50% decreased damage here.
Right.
So, yun, weigh-in mo pa rin kung ano bang, mas saan ka mas makakakuha ng value, kumbaga.
Right.
So, yeah, yun.
Wow,
Good
this is
question, though.
some
Yeah.
insane Tagalog here. That is, I, yeah, okay. This is weird, but I guess this is some kind of in joke with you guys.
All
Okay,
right.
please go ahead.
Okay. So, next yung Axi positioning. No? So there are 7 spots where you can put in your Axie. Normally I suggest yung kung yung regular Axie team composition ka where you have one tank and then two attack type Axies, you want your tank to be on number 1 position sa pinakaharapan kasi how Axie determines who will attack is kung sino yung pinakamalapit sa kanya. So if you put it up front, your opponent is forced to attack yung kung sino may nasa unahan, except of course if they have a special card that enables them to skip yung tank. Tapos yung mid tsaka yung back lane mo or yung second and third attacker mo, normally you would want to put them one sa mid, so either 2 or 3. Tapos kung saan mo nilagay yung mid mo, so let's say nasa 3, you put yung back laner sa 6. Or if you put your mid sa 2, you have to put yung backlaner mo sa 5. This is so that ma-remove natin yung randomness. Kapag kasi, kunyari, lahat nasa 1, 4, 5, and then your opponent, let's say on the flip side, has, sabi natin nasa 2 or 3, yung mga nasa mid, for example, this is your Axie on number 4, tapos let's say dito yung Axie na kalaban mo, yung 2 and 3, you wouldn't know where you would attack kasi same yung kanyang distance and then same din yung well up and down lang siya. So 50-50 siya actually on where you will land your attack. So kung nasa 2 and 5 ka, you're sure that kapag umatake yung back laners mo, it will attack the same target. Even if kunyari meron siyang dalawang Axie on 2 and 3 then. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, this was one of the first things that was ever explained to me. I think si Shanks pa nga yung nag-explain nito sa akin
Mm.
na sinabi lang niya sa akin na don't put your stuff in the middle because
Yep.
magkakaroon ka ng 50-50 chance
Yeah, randomness.
for
Yep.
certain other positions.
Yep.
And I didn't actually understand that until na-try ko siya and like yun nga, parang iba yung ina-attack nung dalawa kong
Yeah.
axes and it's
Oo.
like, wow, that was a really bad way to do it, 'di ba? Kasi
Yep,
hindi
yep.
mo tuloy ma-target yung
Gusto
isang
mo
yung
hindi mo
hindi ka
kumbaga mapuhus
maka-focus.
yung attack, yun,
Yeah.
yeah, hindi mo
Right,
mapuhus yung
right,
attack
right.
sa isang Axie, yun.
Correct, correct.
Alright, so ayan yung ano, ito yung sample lineup namin sa Axie Scholars UK and yan, ganyan kami mag-lineup or mag-set ng position. So next is yung turn order or kung sino yung mauunang umatake. So you can determine that easily naman sa taas. May round dito sa taas yung round or turn order bar. So makikita mo na agad on first glance kahit di mo na i-click kung ano yung speed niya tapos i-compare mo isa-isa. Alam mo na agad kung sino mauna kasi kita mo na dito kung sino number 1, yung 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yon. Also, take into note that yung kunyari nag-speed up yung aqua mo, hindi naman magbabago yan, magbabago na yung next round, nasa round 2 na. So, fix na talaga to kung ano makikita nyo dito. Yun na yung mangyayari sa action phase or when you press enter. So, yun. So, let's say naman may mga equal sa speed. Kasi diba normally higher speed lang. So, aside from higher speed, it will also check yung lower current HP. So, for example, etong dalawa, let's say same speed sila since magkamukha sila very much, diba? Tas 504 parehas. Pag nabawasan yung isa sa kanila, sure na tayo na mauuna na yung titira yung mas mababang HP. So, pag ganyang parehas naman yung
Oh,
HP, titignan naman niya next is kung sino yung higher skill. In-explain ko rin kanina na yung body type is fixed na yung skill. So definitely equal na naman sila. So move on tayo sa next. Higher morale. Since parehas lang sila naka 5/6. By the way, kaya ako 5/6 sinabi kasi 5 yung plant parts nila. Tapos isang bug which is tong leaf bug. And ganun din yung kalaban. So, definitely, parehas na naman yung morale nila. So, bakit dito nauna tong number 5 and then number 6? This is the reason why. Ang last na chine-check is yung lower ID number. So, if kapag mas maagang na breed yung Axie mo, mas mauuna siyang umatake kapag parehas lahat ng first 4 na dependencies. So, yun.
interesting.
So, kung
So
sino
medyo may
yung
advantage to buy kasi is it normally the case na pag mas mababa yung ID number ng isang Axie, mas mataas yung price niya sa marketplace?
yes, for some axes. Like for example, bird sa bird, definitely gusto mo mas mabilis yung bird
Right.
na Axie
Yeah.
mo kasi
Yeah.
it's a speed type. It
Yeah. Yeah.
gets
Speed makes a big difference there. Yeah.
definitely kasi kapag napatay mo na yung Axie na kalaban mo, hindi niya na mababato yung energy niya or cards niya. So that's malaking value yung nakuha mo kasi na-negate mo agad yung supposed damage na magagawa niya and yung effect ng cards and then yung energy niya na sayang niya. So
Right.
that's where yung lower ID number benefits bird class. Pero sa mga plant class naman, mas gusto natin later yung ating plant kasi for example, itong very common plant skill which is yung serious where you would steal an opponent's energy. So pag na-steal mo yon,
Ah,
let's say nag-steal ako dito, pwede ko rin agawin pabalik. So let's say may
yeah.
naiwan kayong parehas na
You
one
want to be the
energy,
last.
you wanna be the
Right.
last one para sa yung ano,
Right.
last laugh.
That makes sense.
Yun. So, for plant normally or for tank types, normally mas gusto natin yung higher ID. Mas beneficial
Right.
yun sa atin. Okay.
Huh. That's actually really interesting. I'd never thought about it that way. Pero kasi
Mm.
pag pareho kayo nag-energy steal, sometimes yung nauunang plant, magsi-steal siya tas zero yung energy ng kalaban niya.
Oo.
Tapos yung the last plant, because there was maybe mas mataas yung
May
chance
not
na mas
mm,
may energy pa siyang
yeah.
ma-steal.
Oo.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Got
right.
it.
So,
Interesting.
next turn, pwedeng apat or 4 yung energy ng kalaban or 3 energy ng kalaban mo, ikaw 2 lang kasi naagaw niya nga yung extra mo. Yun.
Right. Right, right, right.
So, next part is yung mechanics na tayo. So, wala pa naman yatang questions, no? So, first
Meron
mechanic,
meron
okay,
na, pero
go.
actually hindi mo ata na-tackle ito eh. Kasi someone was asking about kung ano yung number dun sa upper right. This is the hand size nung kalaban.
Oh,
But
okay.
we don't
Sige.
have a screenshot of that kasi eh.
Yeah,
I don't think
actually
you have it
I'm
here eh.
going to discuss that on the next ano na lang.
Okay,
Pero
sige. Later na lang
just
then.
a quick
Sige.
answer naman, yung sa upper right, that is kung ilan yung hand nung kalaban on the action phase.
Right.
So, may delay yan eh. So, kunyari turn 1, tas kunyari nag-round 2 na tayo, makikita natin 6 yung cards niya dito kasi he had
Mhm.
6 cards. Kahit gumamit pa siya ng let's say 4 cards, on that
It
turn
still
phase he
says
had 6.
6.
Yes, it will still say 6. So you have
Oh.
to mentally take note of that oh, he used 4 let's say and he had 6. So he has 2, then he gets 3 another kasi nga sa counting cards, 'di ba? Plus 3 yung actually I'm gonna discuss it later pero sige,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is actually parang ano, one of the things that I had a really hard time with. Kasi like in games
Yeah.
like Hearthstone, visually nakikita mo
Yeah,
yun eh.
kita
You
mo
don't
kung ilan yung
actually
cards
have to
ng
do that
kalaban.
math
Yeah,
eh.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oo, kahit yung energy counting, I feel
Yeah.
like this is more of an opinion, pero I feel like the game would be better kung nakikita mo na lang yung energy ng kalaban mo
Yeah.
because mas maraming avenues for counterplay if you
Mhm.
both can see each other's energy
Yeah.
counts rather
Mm.
than
True.
hinuhulaan mo. Kasi 'di ba may mga
Mm.
times na ano pag nabara mo yung move ng kalaban mo, you don't actually know how much energy he
Yep.
committed eh.
Mm. Yep.
So wala ka ng count at that
Yep.
point, 'di ba?
That's
Like
true.
sira na
Yep.
yung count mo. Anyway, it's
Yep.
just an opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll see.
okay.
Maybe sa version 2 they'll do that.
Yeah, maybe. I hope so. I hope so.
All right. So next is check opponent cards. So what do you check for? Syempre yung mga special cards which have a big impact sa game. So unang-una is backdoor or ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na way para ma-ignore nung kalaban mo or ma-ignore mo yung tank nung kalaban and you could attack agad yung kanyang mga higher priority axes. So for example, spike throw, um, kakaiba yung kanyang so hindi siya katulad ng dark swoop or nung cheat and jump where fixed na alam mo na kung sino yung aatake mo like dark swoop attacks the fastest and then cheat and jump attacks yung furthest. Pero si spike throw dependent siya sa gagawin ng kalaban mo. So for example, target enemy with lowest shield when comboed with 2 or more cards. So meaning kapag gumamit ng cards yung tank at merong shield, magche-check ngayon yung game kung may ginamit din bang cards yung second. Kapag meron din armor, um, check niya naman yung last. Tapos kapag meron din armor, check niya naman kung sino yung pinaka-low na armor sa tatlong axe niya. So, very dependent. So, di mo makontrol talaga kung sinong maatake mo sa spike throw. So there's a lot of outplay potential against spike throw, and also things that you have to consider when facing an opponent with spike throw. Pero same din naman sa dark swoop and shit and jump. If you know kung sinong aatakin ng kalaban mo, na Axie mo, you might want to use like good armor cards so that you can negate some of the damage and hindi kanya ma one hit kill. So yan. Then next is energy steal. Energy has a big impact sa game kasi nga yun ang magdedetermine kung ano at ilan cards yung magagamit natin. And then yeah. So I always tell my scholars din sa Axie Scholars UK na it's better for you to use yung energy mo. If you, let's say you see an opponent with multiple energy steal capabilities, like ito very common to sa high MMR, around 2.2k MMR and above, yung bug signal na tatlo. And what basically it means is kapag meron silang bug signal each, turn 1 pa lang pwede niya nakawin lahat nung energy mo, and siya yung maraming energy, 5 energy siya next turn, tapos ikaw left with 2 lang. So ang dami niya naman options, ikaw wala ka pa rin masyadong options kasi nga dalawa lang energy mo.
So gamitin mo
So
na lang.
gamitin mo na lang. May at least nakakuha ka ng value do'n sa energy mo kaysa binigay mo yung value do'n sa kalaban mo na magagamit niya sa'yo against yung energy na pinanakaw mo. So,
Right.
yun. Take note of
Right.
that, guys. Kaya importante check yung um, cards ng kalaban. There's another thing you have to consider is yung speed reduction. So, kung alam nyo na or speed up din, di lang kailangan speed up. Yung mga possible buffs na pwedeng gawin ng kalaban niyo, you have to take that into consideration para at least gawa ka ng counterplay. And then sa disables, di siya katulad ng debuff. Disables is turning off a specific body part or a specific class, attack type class para hindi mo magamit. So it's not considered debuff. There are some cards that play with debuff, pero ito hindi siya nagtitrigger ng, like for example yung Thorny Caterpillar, kapag gumamit 'yon tapos naka-debuff yung kalabang plus 30%, pero pag disable lang, since hindi nga siya considered debuff, walang bonus damage. So how do you play against disables? Normally, if you see na merong gantong capability yung kalaban, you want to use the cards that they would turn off the next turn if they attack you with it, so that may options ka pa rin next turn kasi nga nagamit mo naman na yung mga cards na pwede niyang ma-turn off. So yan, these are Headshot, Numbing, and Spicy Surprise. And then next, we're gonna discuss is Stun and Fear. So ito naman yung mga cards na parang ginagawa niyang blank yung mga cards mo. When I say blank, meaning wala na siyang damage and cancel din yung effect. Pero the armor still stays there. So pag stun, you really have to use a card para mawala yung stun debuff sa'yo on that specific axis. So kunyari na stun yung aqua mo, kailangan gumamit ng at least one card yung aqua axis mo or atakihin ka para mawala yung stun. Sa fear naman, it's based on turn, meaning one turn is one card used. So one um, play potential that you could do or outplay potential you could do for fear is kapag meron kang faster axis na pwedeng tumira before the axis that will be inflicted by fear, you might want to use one card kapag balloon doon so that hindi ma-cancel yung sa actual na ikakas mo na naka-fear, or two cards dun sa faster axis para mawala rin yung fear na two counts sa terror chomp. So
Is there a
this,
reason why you didn't mention sticky in this page?
oh, well, I'll
Sticky
just
goo.
pick like random like stun cards. So three lang
Ah,
each.
okay.
Pero yeah, so
Okay.
Sticky Goo, it's another very common card. So the trigger effect, if you're not aware, it's kapag nabasag mo yung armor nung Axie na may Sticky Goo, is masa-stun ka. So normally another outplay there or another good play for you to do is use a lower priority or lower impacting card for that stun, so that yung higher priority cards mo or higher impacting cards mo or higher damaging cards mo is mag-take effect. So yun.
Right.
Normally, like for
Right.
example, yung mga zero cost yung ginagamit for canceling yung stun nga ng Sticky Goo. Yep.
Yep.
All right. The next is to check for is yung armor tsaka damage. Why? Because you want to know, again, this is more about getting the most value. So for example, you see that yung opponent mo may October Treat, which is a very high armor card, you could expect that last di mo pa nakikita na ginagamit niya yung pumpkin or this October Treat, then you could put an extra card in. So parang inexpect mo na naggagamitin niya tong card na to para sure ka na mamatay at di kanya ma-brick at manegate mo lahat ng kanyang cards. So aside from that, may mga special effect cards din na damaging, which is Hair Dagger. Like draw a card if this Axie attacks first attacks first at the beginning of the round. So you might want to use one card at least maybe sa faster Axie mo kung sino man merong Hair Dagger para at least manegate mo yung skill at hindi niya makuha yung maximum value sa gantong card niya. Tapos next naman is Soothing Song, which is applying sleep. Sleep is a debuff that allows your opponent to deal damage directly to your HP, ignoring any armor. So yeah, very deadly to
Coach,
rin. Yeah,
question dun sa hair dagger because I
yeah.
actually play this a lot because I play BBP. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, how important in Axie Infinity is card draw? Kasi sa Hearthstone, that's basically the only thing that matters. Sometimes, parang,
Actually, yeah,
parang,
very
di ba,
high
parang you, the
impacting
more,
cycling.
yeah, sobrang
Mm-hmm.
high impact niya sa Hearthstone eh. And in Magic the Gathering also, parang the effects that
Mm-hmm.
allow you to draw
Yep,
more cards is just like
yep.
super overpowered.
Mm-hmm.
How important is it in Axie Infinity? Is it less important than
Um,
in games like
well,
that?
i- think ko less important siya since hindi naman ganun kasi dun sa na-mention mong games, 60 yung isang deck eh. Dito sa
Yeah,
Axie, it's just 24. So we are
yeah.
still gonna, most probably, we're gonna go through the whole deck. Unlike dun sa games na nabanggit mo na um, higher
Hindi
number yung
nauubos yun
deck,
eh, typically.
hindi na
Yeah.
ubos yun normally. Kaya you want to draw cards para magawa mo talaga lahat ng synergy na meron ka. So, short answer, no. Hindi siya ganun ka highly impacting. Pero there's still an impact. Kasi if you draw cards, you have more options. So more options meaning mas marami kang pwedeng i-play at gawing outplay potential sa opponent mo kasi mas hawak mo na yung mga cards. By the way, max hand size sa Axie Infinity is 12. So if you draw more than 12 cards, you have to discard at the beginning of the round kung ilan man yung lalagpas sa 12. So yon.
Um, have we explained how the 24 cards actually work? Parang
I'm
hindi pa
gonna talk
ata natin
about it the
na-explain
next
eh. Ah, okay, cool, cool, cool.
yeah.
Great, great, great. Because
I
this was
think
actually very confusing for me also. Like I
okay.
didn't quite understand what was going on there.
Okay. Yeah, later I'll talk about it sa card counting. Sige.
Sige.
Good questions though. Sige, next. Oops, what happened? Ayan, counting energy muna. So, to count energy, you have to familiarize first with cards' energy cost. Also, for your opponent, kailangan familiarize mo yung sarili mo kung ano yung armor nila. Like doon sa nabanggit mo kanina, Luis, na kapag napatay mo, you might lose track of kung ilan yung energy na ginamit niya. Let's say nakita mo may tatlo siyang card, tas let's say nakita mo 66 yung armor, hindi mo alam kung tatlong one card energy ba yun or zero
Yeah,
energy ba yung iba doon or ilan yung zero or
yeah,
ilan yung one energy.
yeah.
So, para magawa mo 'yun, kailangan ma-familiarize mo 'yung sarili mo sa energy cost ng bawat card and kung ano 'yung kakakibat nilang armor para at least you can get an accurate estimation of kung ilan ba talaga 'yung energy nung kalaban mo. So, 'yun, there's actually just naman actually three eh. Kasi merong strawberry which is two to cast and then a lot of zero to cast pero mostly lahat ng cards naman is one to cast. So,
Right.
'yun.
Yeah.
And again,
How
to
do
determine
you
that
how
armor.
do you use an app, coach, to
Yeah,
to count
so may
energy?
mga app nga na gano'n 'no, na extra. So, by the way guys, any app na automatically counts energy for you is illegal. Bawal 'yan. They have said that in Axie Discord. So, if you're a
Okay.
developer, if you can make a script to count energy for you, bawal 'yun. Puwede kang ma-ban 'pag nahuli ka. But you can use like manual calculators or yung plus minus na apps, puwede 'yun, that's
Yeah.
allowed. Kasi nga kailangan mo
Yeah.
pa rin naman pindutin.
I
But
think
yeah,
we had a discussion about this about a month ago. Tapos I had some really really funny parang examples of
mhm,
people's energy counters. So people would use physical things.
Oh yeah,
So,
right.
like
Yeah.
my favorite one was sungka shells. So sungka shells yung ginagamit nila to count
Uh-huh.
energy. I thought that was
Well,
super cute because, well, firstly, it's
Pinoy
so
na
Pinoy,
Pinoy,
di
no?
ba? Yeah, sobrang Pinoy.
Yeah,
Ako
yeah.
mismo, I use yung corks ng wine bottles, tapos
Oh, wow.
ginugulong-gulong ko
Okay.
lang sila.
Okay.
Basically like abacus, di ba? Parang
Yeah.
abacus lang na minumove mo back and
Yeah.
forth, ganon. That helps. Pero
Uh-uh.
as soon as may mapatay kang Axie before they get to play their actions,
Mm.
medyo
Doon
mahirap na eh.
nahihirapan. Yeah.
Kasi sometimes you're gonna be, kahit one, even if you're only off by one energy, uh,
Yeah, that's
yun na
magugulat
yun
ka
eh,
na
di
lang
ba?
na, oo, 4 cards yung magagamit ng kalaban, ine-expect mo 2 cards lang
Exactly.
parang gano'n,
Pasok
yeah.
pala yung combo,
Oo, yeah, oo.
kala mo bitin, di ba? And it's like,
Oo,
wala na.
yeah,
At that point, it's broken. So
yeah,
anyway,
yun
it's
na
a
yung ano,
interesting problem.
yep, yep. So yun, I think ginagawa ni Axie at least para may konting challenge for their players. Kaya nila hindi nilagay yung energy count kasi nga medyo simple pa naman yung compared nga sa maraming mechanics na like Hearthstone and Magic cards na mas
Right.
heavy sa mechanics. Ito sinama niya siguro yung sa mechanics nilagay yung energy counting. Kaya you
Right.
have to
Right.
familiarize with the cards, anong armor 'yon. So let's say you see 66 nga na armor sa isang Axie, ano ba yung combination ng cards niya na
Right.
bring up ng 66 armor para do'n mo ima-minus kapag napatay mo at 'di mo talaga actually nakita yung actual cards.
Right.
'Yun,
Right. 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 Okay.
sige.
More card
Tas
familiarity, in other
yeah,
words.
definitely, yeah.
Mhm.
So, also take note of cards that interact with energy. So we have energy gains, which tail slap. Oh, by the way, Ivory Stab, since gain energy per critical strike dealt by your team this round. So, for example, swerte siya, umatake yung aqua niya kasama yung beast na may Ivory Stab, nag-critical yung aqua, may +1 energy din siya. So, a lot of newer players nahihirapan diyan na, "Uy, ba't ang dami niya palang energy?" Hindi nila alam na nag-critical pala yun while using Ivory Stab, yung Beast. Tapos dun na sila na lost count sa energy ng kalaban. Nagulat sila, nag-all-in ulit yung kalaban na next turn. Kahit wala naman nag-critical dun sa Beast kunyari, 'no? Tas next
Meron bang point dito si Michael Viernes na ano, madalas mag-critical yung mga aqua kahit na 27 moral lang sila? Or is that
yeah.
just ano, is that just randomness?
Well, statistically, mas mababa pa rin naman talaga yung aqua. The thing lang talaga kasi is kapag nangyari sa'yo yun, parang mas recall mo. Kasi, "Uy, shoot, aqua lang naman 'to, baba ng moral, pero ba't gano'n nag-critical?" Pero siyempre, sa dami ng games na nangyayari, aquas
Yeah.
are still bound to hit criticals naman, 'no? Pero definitely,
Yeah.
mas normal pa rin naman mag-crit talaga yung mga beast. And I have
Right.
experienced that na sa dami ng
Right,
games
right.
na nilaro, yep.
Yep.
Pero mas madali nga lang
Okay.
talaga maalala na, "Shoot, nag-critical na naman 'tong ako na 'to." So yeah,
Oo
I
nga.
feel your pain.
Yep. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Ako naman yung ano, yung reklamo ko sa Aquas is ano, like yung the energy management that they have is just,
oh
it
yeah,
feels
tail slap,
almost
'no?
imbalanced. Like
Grabe 'no?
grabe yun. Parang
Yeah.
like how can you play that many different cards and still have exactly 5 energy the next
Oo, 'di
turn?
ba?
Parang
Grabe.
pucha, like
Nag-4
grabe
cards siya,
yun.
double tails, lalo na yung sa mga double anemone, double
Yeah, yeah.
Nemo na lineup na sobrang dalas nun sa high MMR. Nakakainis yung mga
Mm.
yan kasi they
Yeah.
have tail slaps on both of their aquas kaya hindi sila
Yeah.
naubusan ng energy, grabe.
Yeah, yeah,
Tas,
yeah.
yeah, just to compare guys, look, tail slap, may 30 damage pa siya, tas Luna absorb, wala ng armor, wala pang attack, tas gano'n din, gain 1 energy lang din naman. So yun, kaya medyo overpowered nga si tail slap. The next
Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
disguise. Ito na naman, si disguise zero cost, pero it has armor and attack. So si Luna absorb talaga yung medyo kawawa, no? Pero si disguise naman kasi medyo mas mahirap gamitin kasi you have to combo it with a plant card. Plus another one is Aqua Stock. This is the bane of AAPs kasi once they attack a tank or any Axie with Aqua Stock, medyo unli energy na sila nun. Parang 10 energy na sila. Especially let's say they use 5 cards or Aqua cards against that specific tank. Medyo yun,
Huh.
lost game na agad
Wow.
yun. Kunyari turn 2 pa
Oo.
lang, no? Nahirap
Oo.
na mag-come back from that.
Every time. Every time
Mm.
it's struck by an
Yeah,
aqua card.
aquatic
Whoa,
card.
okay.
Yep. Yeah, so it's a
Okay.
good meta against actually yung mga AAPs is very dominant or maraming AAPs around 1-4 to 1/8. Pero sa bandang 2K MMR hindi naman na gano'n kadami. So, hindi na rin siya
Right.
gano'n ka-effective si Aqua Stock.
Yeah,
Kaya
yeah.
normally pala,
Um,
by the way, guys, I'm sorry, go ahead. You have a
go, go,
question?
go. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say lang na normally like yung mga players na nag-aim for a high leaderboard or high place in the leaderboards is maraming setup or maraming axes to use kasi they use different axis builds depending on what MMR they are currently in or they want to be. So yun. So aside from that, may ano rin naman may bonus na energy if you reach 10, you get 40 energy and if you reach 20, you get 60 energy, which in turn is more SLP for you if you win a lot more games naman sa arena, 'di ba? Yeah, and you were gonna
Right.
say something, Luis?
Yeah, what was I gonna ask? Shit. You know what? I forgot the question now. Sorry.
Okay.
Like, let's keep moving on, and then I'll try
All
to
right.
remember what my question
Sige,
was
sige.
because I was looking at the comments. Kasi.
All right. So again, for energy counting, aside from yung familiarity sa cards and also know what cards um I mean, what cards have effect with energy? Like we have gain energy, destroy energy, and steal energy. So you have to be familiar with that. Tapos ito pa yung basic. It's you get 3 energy at the start and then 2 every succeeding round. So yeah. So same yan sa'yo, same din yan sa kalaban mo. So that's how you do it. So next or our last topic for this slide is or for this session I mean is card counting. So first, the basics is 24 cards in each deck and then two copies of each card in a deck. So meaning, di ba tatlo Axie mo sa arena and they have four cards or four body parts. Tapos ito yan, for example, yung apat na yan, they get two copies each sa deck. Kaya 8 plus or 8 times 3 is 24. So yun yun. Tapos on the first turn, you get 6 cards. And then every other turn succeeding is another 3 cards. Except of course if you have cards that deal with card draws like Scale Dart, October, Heroic, and Ivory Chop, then mas mapapabilis yung pag-cycle. So unlike sa games na Hearthstone and Magic where you sa Magic I believe you lose the game if you're run out of deck. Kapag sa
Yeah.
Hearthstone naman parang yun yung blood moon nila eh. You get
Yeah.
more damage
Mauubos
sa
yung
hero
life
mo.
mo.
Oo.
Yeah. Yep.
For and every other card na mabubunot mo exceeding your
Yep.
initial deck. So sa Axie, it just refreshes. So what it means is, for example, sa first 24 cards naman we play, you would only see um, twice a specific card of an opponent. So, for example, the opponent has already used two October treats. You could determine that
Hindi
he
na
won't be
lalabas
able
ulit.
to
Oo.
use October treat again until maybe the seventh or sixth round kung buhay pa yung tank niya by that time, no.
Right.
So, normally, yung card refreshes at 6 to 7. Mas mabilis kung gaano ka um, aga mamatay yung let's say one axis or a specific
So
axis.
this is a question. So okay, so let's say na namatay nga yung first Axie mo before round 6.
Mhm.
Yung remaining na cards, obviously hindi naman dadami yung so magiging 16 na lang, 'di ba? Tama ba?
Yes, that's true.
Okay.
Mhm.
Hindi siya uh, wait, so how do I say this?
Sige, I
So
think I
yung
know
mga
naman what you're
na-draw
trying to
na,
ask, eh. Mhm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like are they just
Okay.
there? Oh, yeah, go
So,
for it.
for example, um, sa game, you're holding 4 cards sa tank mo ta's namatay yon.
Mm-mm.
Meaning meron pang 4 cards kasi 'di ba 8 copies each ang
Yeah,
per axis. So meron pa siya ibig sabihin 4 cards sa deck kung di mo pa kunyari
correct.
round 2 pa lang
Correct.
tayo kunyari, namatay
Yeah,
agad
yeah,
yung plant mo. So yung 4 cards na natitira niya dahil meron kang 4 cards dun sa tank, may 4 cards pa siya sa deck, mababawas yon. Meaning,
mm,
let's say yung other 2 cards mo is syempre 'di ba 6 cards kasi simula. So round 2,
yeah.
you will get 2 meron kang initial 2 mo kasi 6 minus 4, that's 2. And then you will do another 3. So you have a total of 5 cards. Tapos sa deck mo, makikita mo, may 11 ka na lang. Kasi
Right.
tinanggal niya na lahat ng sa
Right.
sa plant or sa tank kasi nga.
Tapos
namatay na siya.
strategically, there are reasons to sacrifice an Axie as the game progresses, 'di ba? Kasi like
Yes.
kung ang hinahanap mo yung mga game ender cards mo,
Yes.
you kind of want to get rid of, certain maybe one in your lineup or
Yep.
something.
This is more apparent sa higher MMR, for example, yung sa mga poison. Sa mga poison, what we kasi ako I run a poison lineup as well, yung mga jumping lason na kung tawagin. Tapos ang goal namin is to keep the tank alive, kaya siya jumping lason. Tapos we want yung tank na kumuha pa ng mas maraming cards so that pag gumagamit yung tank, nababawasan din yung mga higher priority targets kasi nga nagtitake effect yung poison nila. So just like what you were saying, kasi normally ang tank naman is a low, hindi naman siya killer. So ang gusto natin is mamatay siya after he has stalled the game for our backliners, which ibig sabihin marami ka ng energy and marami ka ng cards na naipon for the late game. So
Right.
yun yung part na sinasabi mo na kailangan mamatay na tong Axie na to before we enter the around round 4 to round 6 kasi nga yun na
Right.
yung mag-all-inan kayong dalawa ng kalaban.
Right, right, right.
Yun.
Do you is there any strategy na parang fini-favor mong i-save yung plant mo, yung tank for example, assuming na mas malakas kasi yung plant against like pag nag-end game kayo tapos bird
Yeah.
yung kalaban mo
Mm.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's true. So may mga ganong setups like backlane plants and also
Mm-hmm.
mid lane plants with the bird bait. Pag sinabing bird bait, that's the egg bomb
Yeah.
bird tapos sa gitna yung kanyang may zigzag. Zigzag is
Yeah.
yung life steal nung plant. So,
Yeah.
yep, may mga ganong setups na very highly sought out ngayon. Actually, in tournaments and in the top 1,000, halos ganun yung mga setup kasi nga it's very effective. And
Right.
mahirap nga patayin yung mga tanks tas kunyari last man standing ka na lang.
Oo.
Every card kasi nung tank is parang high value. For example, pumpkin and then let's say
Yeah.
zigzag, yung
Yeah.
magla-lifesteal. So, ang hirap mo nang papatayin kasi ang taas ng armor nung October 3.
Right.
Tapos
Right.
ila-lifesteal niya lang yung any damage na
Ah, nice.
madi-deal mo. Tapos kapag hindi ka tumira, mado-draw niya lang ulit yung card na yan kasi nga October 3. Tapos kapag
Right.
mag-isa na lang yung Axie, since 8 na lang yung deck, parang every turn almost parang half na yung
Paulit-ulit na
nado-draw
lang.
mo eh. Oo, yun na lang.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a
yeah.
cycle na wala ka nang magawa. So very helpless ka kapag hindi ka nakapag-ipon ng cards to burst that plant back lane or mid lane.
Huh.
Yun.
Interesting.
So yeah.
That's pretty cool. So
Kaya
this is you've observed this above 2000 MMR.
actually meron din mga plant backlines pero yung midline na bird bait, it's above 2,000 yung sobrang dami. Yep.
Okay. Okay, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yung normal na ano na backlane plant, it's for normally sa mga ano yan eh, sa mga very chop suey lineup. Tapos maganda lang
Mm,
nilang Axie is yung plant nila kasi mura nga actually yung mga pure plants. Actually
right.
sa game na to, yung mga pure breeds, it's not that good. Pero si plant good pa rin siya or actually mas better siya kapag pure siya kasi nagagawa niya yung job niya na mag-tank ng matagal and magaganda yung mga cards ng plant eh. Medyo OP
Yeah.
din yung mga cards ng plant. Like
Yeah.
serious, you don't parang halos lahat merong serious lagi sa game. Basta may
Nice,
plant, may
nice.
serious. Yan.
Okay. So just
So,
conscious of time, you're at the end na pala of your presentation.
yep.
So we're already coming up to an hour kasi so I guess we need to start shopping
Okay, let's go
for our
shopping then.
yeah, okay.
Share ko
So
lang
guys,
yung
okay.
screen ko.
Sige, while coach is setting up, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna buy a relatively affordable Axie team. In CPAG kasi yung working budget namin is somewhere between zero point 0.2 and zero point 0.3
Okay.
ETH for the
All right.
entire team. No, so what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try to focus on just a 0.21
Yeah.
ETH na team. And then coach will actually, just explain to you how yung thought process niya.
Yep.
What are we building today?
We're building AAP. Kasi
Okay.
sila yung pinakamalaki yung potential to go up kasi yung mga RRP lineups naman is nasa top 2,000 pa or yung mga RRP sa below 2,000 is not that strong. And then medyo maraming beast and birds sa top 1 sorry sa MMR ng 1,000 to 2,000. So malaki yung advantage ng AAP.
Right.
Yep, and the one we're building is yung medyo mas may chance din above 2,000. So ito yung una kong chinek. Let's see if it's still available. It's still
Yeah.
available. So this one,
Cool.
it's Cuckoo, which gives buffs. Then Crimson, which is a high damaging card for Aquas. And then Scale Dart, another high damaging. Tapos Upstream, it's just zero point 0.7. So pasok sa budget natin kasi we're aiming na zero point 0.7, zero point 0.6 to sorry, 0.06 to 0.07 per Axie. So ito, pasok na to. Let's buy this. This
Nice.
will be our back lane kasi it has speed potential, and then also a good damaging cards, which is 120, 120, and then a zero cost kasi nga maraming Termi din, no? And alam naman natin
Right.
na how to outplay Termi. It's to have a zero cost. So yan, yeah, that's the first one.
It's pretty
And then
cool.
our mid lane would be etong actually this is one of the mid lanes that I suggest din um sa Axie Scholars UK, pero unfortunately medyo mas mahal 'yon. So we're gonna go with a cheaper version na may good pa rin yung speed niya kasi 55 speed pero lower yung health niya kasi we're gonna use a bird part. Tapos currently it is priced at 0.71. So pasok pa rin naman as long
Oh,
as
bumaba pa
wala,
siya.
yeah, kasi nga nasa
That's
auction siya na. So if you
the
guys are
the nice
sniping,
thing.
you might want to check for yung if it's on auction, tapos check nyo kung may bumibili ba. Since wala naman, kanina ko pa 'to binabantayan. So pasok, it started from
Nice.
0.73. So 0.071 na lang. So bargain ulit. Let's buy it.
Cool.
This will be our mid lane kasi may Nemo
This is actually
and
pretty fun, dude.
Energen.
Maybe we should just do an entire show that we're just shopping for
Maybe,
Axis.
maybe we could do that. Sige,
It's
fun
a
nga
funny
actually.
show. Because like ano, parang I feel like there's probably some interesting ways that you could teach
Okay, let's
people
spot.
how to shop, no? While
Mm,
you're just talking through yung thought process mo about
yeah.
like, is this a good deal? Is this not a good
Ah,
deal?
yeah.
Stuff like
So,
that. Yeah.
just to explain lang ulit, ito kasi yung high damaging natin with speed up. So, ito yung pang 1v1 natin at end game. And very high damage potential siya with the buff and then the 120 attacks. And then this one has 110 pero may speed up to secure if we are ever battling another aqua or a bird, then we could get the speed advantage if we prepare prior to that 1v1. Tapos yung mid naman natin, it has a beast card kasi 'di ba we want to, syempre kung aqua-aqua tayo, we want to be able to kill the plant then ng kalaban, and to do that we have to have at least a bug or a beast card which has 15% bonus damage. Tapos together with that yung risky fish which will give a buff to the next card. So dahil ito yung may 15% buff plus the 20% buff from the attack, edi malaki yung chance natin na mapatay natin yung yung tank class nung kalaban
Nice.
kapag may gantong combo tayo. Thus, aside from that, we have Shoal Star because we know that tank class has good morale then. And if we kill them with this card, kahit, by the way, yung last stand, it takes effect kapag close yung HP niya sa actual damage mo na pinampatay. So let's say he has 110 HP, you deal 115, normally it will enter last stand. Pero if we have this Star Shuriken, it prevents the opponent to enter last stand kapag siya yung nakapag zero. So that's very good. And then itong Nemo naman, para mag-energy gain tayo and prepare for
Do you
our
think the tail
backlaners.
slap? Do you think the tail slap is one of the most OP cards in the
Yeah,
game?
definitely. Sa energy
Okay.
gain, lalo na sa energy gain cards, ito yung
Yeah.
pinaka-OP. Yep,
Yeah. Okay.
definitely.
Question from Ramon. What do you think of the Terminator lineup? Actually, what is in the traditional Terminator
Okay,
these
good
days? Like
question.
iba na
So,
ba
sige.
yun? Or
No. Well, they have like um renditions of different renditions of Terminator, pero normally it has Snail Shell, Thorny,
Mhm.
Chomp, and then lagging, which is a zero
Okay.
cost. So kaya siya Terminator, may isang sikat na ano Axie player, I forgot who. I think it's not Indes, pero
Mhm.
mga ganun levels kasi mga nauna silang players tapos pinauso nila 'to. Normally it's a reptile, pero the better
Yeah.
version kasi mas malakas ang Termi kapag mas mabilis kasi less debuff speed debuff ang kailangan mo para maunahan yung let's say mga normal na aqua or birds. So ito yung mga mas mahal na termi. And if you can see it's 0.07, it's actually become cheaper na.
Oo.
Pero kailangan na ang top speed nila is 46. Yan,
Mm.
0.082. So Dusk Termi kapag may dalawang aqua cards, that this is the best one kasi 51 yung health tapos 46 yung speed, 0.082. Pero if you are
It's
on a
not that
budget,
bad, no? The pricing's okay.
yeah,
It's
kasi
not
ang dami na
not
nagbe-breed
super.
eh. So if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
check
yeah.
2,918, ang sobrang daming breeders na ng Dusk. Before one termi na ganito yung speed and ganito yung HP is roughly around 50,000 pesos na eh. Pero nung around 200 pa lang yung axis na meron na ganito. Pero since
Right.
marami ng supply, yeah, it became cheaper na. Tapos
Bumaba
if you
na.
want, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Tapos
Mm, okay.
kapag reptile naman, ang max speed ng reptile is 42. Wait, I can't there. So 0.07 na siya. Pag gusto mo ng termi na medyo budget, eto kunin mo to tapos it could even go as low as 37, mas mura, 0.67. Pero since mass produced na nga si Terminator, I'd suggest if you could adjust your budget a little bit, go for the 42 speed or at least the 46 speed, di ba? Para solid yung
Cool.
termi.
Yeah. Yeah.
So ano yung
Angela is
concept ni termi?
asking.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Go, 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 go. Sorry.
Oh, let me finish
Finish
that
your thought
first. Yung
about.
sa
Yeah. Sige,
Terminator,
please.
it's ang goal niya is to negate as much cards of your opponent, so using Chomp and Snail Shell para possibly 2 times siya ma-stun sa isang round. So if he uses 4 cards, yung isa doon is sacrifice niya agad na chomp
Kalahati.
mo siya before, oo.
Yeah.
Tapos yung Snail Shell, he has
Ouch.
to play around
Oh
it.
my God.
Pero yun nga, it's effectively cutting your opponent's cards in half or -2 agad siya.
Yeah. That's
And then
rough.
big
Yeah.
damage
Okay.
because of Thorny Caterpillar and the lagging combo, which is a debuff that lasts for 2 rounds. This round and then the next round. Yep.
Nice.
Sige.
Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Quick question from Angela. I think I know the answer to this. Can the aqua with speed up be able to surpass a bird with 61 speed?
Yeah. Actually, you just need one. So 20%, let's say 50 speed ka, times, sorry, plus na lang natin. Plus 20%, that's 6, oh sorry, wag 50. So dapat at least 52, no? Para
Yeah. 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 It
ma-overspeed mo
needs to be
siya, no?
52.
Yeah. Plus
And that's only
20%.
one. That's only one
Yeah,
speed
just
buff.
only one. So
It's
ayan,
stackable
so
yun eh.
yep, stackable. Pero kasi normally naman ang aquas, they're at least 52 ah. Let me check. Let's see if we have any aqua below 52. Just loading.
I feel like yung speed din ng aqua is one of the things that makes that class a little bit too powerful.
Medyo
But
OP. Aquas is like the bruiser class or the fighter class na good yung speed, good yung HP, and good din
yeah.
yung mga damage niya. So, medyo well-rounded si Aqua, no? Sa
It's a little bit too well-rounded, no? Parang it needs to be weak somewhere eh. Kasi,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so what's happening here? Parang is the marketplace not able to find anything? Or,
Yeah, I think walang mahanap. Pero, yun. Normally naman kasi talaga 52 yung minimum, I believe.
yeah,
I haven't seen a lower than 52. But I could be wrong kung siguro wala talaga siyang kahit anong aqua, then yung body niya lang possible naman siguro, no? Pero normally
yeah,
52 and then if you add 20% to that, and then maunahan niya na yung 61 speed kasi 62 ka na. Yan. So let's
okay.
go to the
Are
last
we,
Axie.
yeah, what's our
Oh,
last one? Yeah,
so
okay.
we're going with
Plant
a tank
shopping,
na
okay.
pure. So let's put here pureness 6. And then we will go with a pumpkin or armor. Kasi gusto lang natin mag-delay nung wait, gusto lang natin mag-delay ng game for our 2 aquas at the back. And then another good one for delaying is hot butt, which turns off yung opponent's mouth. Normally, what we are turning off here is yung energy steal potential niya with the serious. And then also we'll use beach, which is a good damage card kapag na-break yung armor. And since we're just buying it now, meaning high yung ID natin, and most probably last tayong titira, compared sa Cactus, mas gusto ko siya kasi si Cactus only has 10 armor, si Beach has 40, which is again, ang goal
Mm.
naman natin is not to kill kasi hindi naman killer ang plant natin. Mas goal natin is mas tumagal siya pero we'll still have that damage potential with the Beach. And then last one is syempre the favorite series. So
Hmm.
currently 0.65, I sorry, 0.065. Yeah, we
Pasok.
have
Yeah,
0.068
pasok.
pasok
We
na
can do it.
pasok, no?
May sukli
Let's
pa
see.
tayo.
Yeah.
I can actually
So
buy
this
you
is
a
the
beer
pure.
if you ever show up in La Union.
Yeah, definitely. Minsan punta tayo diyan kapag everything is calmed down na, no?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hopefully
Is this
magkaroon din ng
auction
AxeCon
also
dito.
or ano? Fixed
It
price ba?
is
Auction din
it
siya.
is an
Okay.
auction pero yung price for us to wait, look, it's 0.066 and then it only goes up until 0.06. So
Oh,
we could
just
buy it.
get
We
it.
could just buy it right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hindi na
yeah.
kailangan i-wait. So
How
let's
do
go.
you know kung gaano kahaba yung waiting time?
Here,
Does it
24
say?
hours.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
21
hindi ko
hours.
na
Yeah.
mabasa. Okay, okay,
Tapos
okay.
there's
Cool,
like
got it. Yep.
let me there. Oops, maliliit yung bar.
21
Yan.
hours more.
21
Got
hours
it.
tapos you would see kung ilang hours na siya banda. So let's say on the 12th hour, yeah, divide mo lang kung ilan mo, 0.063. So it's not really that worth it to wait another
Yeah.
8 hours for point zero
Also,
zero
baka
two.
maunahan
That's
ka
not
pa, 'di ba? If it's a good
exactly.
deal,
Kasi mura
you should
naman na
just
eh.
get
Good.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the cheapest
Oo.
one here. Oh. So
Yeah.
0.065 there's the others are 0.066 na. So yep, so we have our axes. Let's go ahead para at least maka one or two games man lang tayo, no?
Pumasok na ba lahat nung ano in your Ronin wallet?
I think
Like
so
when
kasi
we
wala
were
na eh, no?
buying, yeah, okay, okay. Yeah, cause like every
Here.
time I buy sa Ronin, parang sometimes hindi siya kumakagat or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I have to do it a couple of times, 'di ba?
Depende sa status ng server pero right now I think
Yeah.
everything's okay na. Kahapon medyo wonky yung server na malamang
Yeah,
mga
yeah,
hindi
yeah.
nakapaglaro masyado. Pero to
Oo nga.
check if you actually bought it is one is to check here kung nabawasan ba kasi ito na update pero look here it still says 0.14 pero dito na sa Ronin
Hindi na
wallet
siya
natin point
adjust.
yeah medyo delayed
Okay.
to pero ito yung
Yeah.
actual so yeah and then also you could see here you already have three axes so yep
Right.
andito na
Okay.
siya so let's go.
Cool. Nice.
So I'm using again Crypto
Th-
Pop Coaching. I just created this account para safe tayo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Also, by the way, guys, in case you're wondering, so ano yun, that was crypto pop funds that I gave
oh
to
yeah,
Coach Cody,
this
so
is
we
not
could buy a
mine.
team.
Uh,
So what we'll probably do here is at some point, maybe in the next few weeks, ibabalik ni Coach Cody sa atin yung axis na yun, and then we can actually maybe assign it to someone or
oh
something.
wow.
I don't know
Lucky
yet. I haven't
viewer ba
figured
to?
out
Lucky
what to do.
viewer.
Wow, oo nga eh. Well, I mean, to be honest bro, wala nga akong team ngayon, 'di ba? Kasi ano eh, nasa ibang tao yung BBP ko eh. So anyway,
Uh-huh.
we'll see, we'll see.
All right. Sige. So ito yung setup natin. Let's name it Crypto Pop.
Nice. Super
Okay.
cool.
Let's see kung saan tayo kung mananalo ba tayo sa mga games natin.
Are you playing what's your MMR right
Oh,
now? Is
sorry.
this a
I'm
new
not
account?
I'm sharing. Oh yeah, I'm sharing naman.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
you are,
one
you are,
two.
you are.
This is a new account. I just bought the Axis.
Completely.
So
Completely new
yeah,
account. Okay, got it,
completely
got
new
it.
account. So
Okay.
here, let's check the axis. So ito medyo ano na to, sayang na to kasi front axis lang naman ang ini-heal pero he could still turn on the disguise and then carrot energy gain October 3 is tank. This is a Termi that's gone wrong kasi yung kanyang tail is zero cost Luna absorb. So not much problem here. And then pure aqua 57 speed. Ito lang yung medyo lulook out natin. So for now, I don't think mababasag niya yung beach natin since very low kanyang capabilities. We could go ahead and deal damage, turn off his mouth, and also steal energy. We used carrot first, sorry, hotbot first, so that kapag nagkarot siya, we break it and then we can steal the energy. But he did not use any card, so goods lang. So -1 sa kanya. He started with 3. He has 2 plus 2, it's 4. And then medyo nasa kill range na natin siya no since 466. I think we could do this. This is
Nice.
our combo to kill. So this one is by the way, aqua cards against plants when comboed, it's actually the exact value that is shown. So 30, 140, and then this one has 15% increase and then a buff, give or take, I think it's around 180 damage. So that's 180 plus 140, 320. Kulang pa tayo. And in case he puts armor, we want to kill it. So ganito na lang siguro. Yeah.
Nice.
Actually, I'll
Yeah.
do beach na lang. Hopefully, hindi siya mag-stun, no? I want to save energy
So
kasi wala
titipirin mo
naman
yung
siyang
hotbot.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
titipirin ko yung hotbot. Alright, mukhang good decision naman.
Yep. Is that pumpkin? Nag-pumpkin siya?
It's probably pumpkin and disguise.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because it's 140 something, so that's
Right, right,
110
right.
plus 20. Here, let me
Yep.
check. Pumpkin and yeah,
Yeah, there it
disguise.
is. Exactly that, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
So dapat pala sinama na natin pero it's okay. At least magdo-draw pa to, no. Again, he has a junk card, meaning card that really has no effect tapos 40
Yeah.
armor lang, and I want him to at least maybe draw that possibly. So,
Right.
yan, goods yun. And then we could kill it with a revenge arrow. Do we deal damage now? I think we could. Sige, isa lang. Kasi if he uses a pumpkin again, we want to kill it, and then we want to shut off this guy's mouth kasi high priority yung chomp, and we want to make sure this goes through dito na sa kanyang reptile. Ayan nga. So, ganun nga yung nangyari. Nag-armor up siya. Good thing we used another 120 card there. He gained energy. That's fine. We're gonna draw a card and then turn off his chomp. So, if you recall, he has used one Luna Absorb, one Mystic, and one Sticky Goose. So, a lot, medyo high value yung mouth, yung turn off mouth natin kasi he's stuck with two chomps na he can't use this round. And
Right.
to play with his snail shell na may isa pa siya kasi isa pa lang nagamit niya, I want to gain energy 1 here and then use the Star Shuriken to turn it off and then just save energy later kasi medyo again sa 1v1 we want to prepare cards on our back lane, so save lang natin, no. Hindi pa naman natin siya
Yeah.
kaya patayin. We're pretty sure we can't kill it yet. Ayan, so sige, pinatay niya.
Oh, hindi pa. Okay.
Yeah, last standby still.
Okay. He'll die though. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yep.
Tas eto ma-off niya naman yung ating stun, which is good for us.
Yep.
Okay. So now, there is a high chance na um, wala na siyang, what do you call this? Snail shell. Kasi dalawa na yung ginamit niya. He has 4 cards kanina. He used 3, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, 4 cards actually. 2 dito, tas 2 dito. So he has 3 cards lang ngayon. um, high probability mag-pass siya. So do we want to kill this? Sige, patayin na natin. We use this 3 high damaging cards and we get the first turn. Also a buff. Yeah. So yun, tama naman yung expectation natin. Hindi siya buff or hindi siya nag-armor na kasi wala na nga siyang snail shell na gamit na. So doon natin na put into use yung energy counting. And then we have a buff ready right here.
Nice.
So, goods na yan. So, do we have to attack right now? I don't think so kasi sure naman na mamamatay ito. We can see here that mauuna tong Axie na to later. We want actually him to go first kasi ayoko mamula siya with the lamb. It's a high armor card na kapag nag-damage siya, sorry, na 50% less yung HP niya is mas masakit yung damage niya. It's around 150 to a
So,
fellow
wag mo na
Aqua.
lang galawin, in other
Yeah, hindi ko
words.
na lang muna siya atakin. And then I could just use this Cuckoo to prepare for the next round. Since we're gonna
Nice.
draw 3 cards here, we're
And there's no
100%
way
sure.
he can outspeed you.
Yeah. I know. Actually, he's gonna be faster na later. Kasi my base speed is 54 and his
Okay.
base speed is
He will be. Okay.
57. Yeah, so 1.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. Medyo medyo masama yung nangyari sa atin. Since
Uh-huh.
di natin nakuha yung bumalik yung dalawang kuko. So we're probably gonna lose this one. Too bad. Pero try natin pa rin.
Okay. Okay.
Kasi kung 4 attack cards yan, then we would live through his attack kasi hindi naman siya 50% HP. Pero we had a
Yep.
bad draw eh. So, yeah. Oh, by the
Hmm.
way, explain ko na lang din. So, itong 0, nag-refresh na siya. I mean, nag-refresh na talaga siya last round. It's delayed by 1 round pala. So, actually, I'll do that next game. If we
Sige,
still have
sige,
time.
sige.
Do we still have time?
Okay. Yeah. Sure, sure. Yeah, I'm okay. Maybe another 1 or 2 games.
I think we still won. 2 energy lang pala siya. Okay, we still won.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Wait, is it?
That's two
Kasi
board. Yeah.
magsi-speed up ka rin, no?
It's
Oh, actually, it's
128 to.
over. Oh, it's
No, it's
over.
one
Yeah.
last
Oh,
land.
oop.
Then
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
we just put armor so kahit
Armor
mag-crit
na lang
siya, we
yan, eh.
don't.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
So
he'd have
max
to do the
damage you
mother
could
of
do
all
is a
crits.
lamb. No, 153
It's
times 2 is
impossible.
300. Hindi pa rin
Yeah, it's
kakayanin. Yeah.
impossible. Yeah, yeah,
So
okay.
that, yun, nanalo tayo on the first. So you can
Okay.
see 1-2, naging 1-2-15 since this is
Mhm.
a um new account. So sige, let's
So
go
yung
over
ano,
na.
the way you were
Yeah.
counting that earlier, parang you knew that he was going to outspeed you na, but
Mm-hmm.
you were confident that you were going to draw enough armor to live through it. Is that
Yes.
what you were thinking of?
Yep. Also,
Uh,
I have enough attack then kasi I have attack buffs set up, and then supposedly four cards attack would have killed him for sure. On that round, pero nagkataon na 20% buff parehas yung nakuha natin yung Kuku. Kaya medyo
yeah.
nag-alangan. Good thing na low armor lang kinas niya 66, hindi yung dalawang 40, kaya medyo safe tayo na
Right,
last stand
right.
natin siya. Kung
Got it.
mare-recall nyo, he has 127 HP. Tapos 128 yung last damage natin. So if he had only used 140 armor, which he has lamb and clam, pares 40 armor yun, he would have lived. Tapos medyo delikado pa tayo since hindi siya last stand.
Mm, right, right, right. Okay,
So let's
okay.
go.
Huh,
One more.
interesting.
This time I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
explain card counting naman. So yung mga questions kanina. So here, this one means yung cards niya on the previous attack phase. So currently it's 0 since there's no previous attack phase. Here,
Yep.
what this
Mm-hmm.
one naman, this is the cards previously ren on the deck. Since turn 1 tayo, previously it's 24, pero technically it's only 18 na lang kasi we already drawn the 6 ones. Yan. So
Okay.
yun yung delay. Tas eto naman, this is the cards that we have used already in this deck.
Hindi mo
So
nakikita yung graveyard ng kalaban, no? So in
no,
Magic
you
kasi
can't
you
see
call
the
that your
graveyard.
graveyard.
Yeah. You can't
It's
even see your
interesting.
own graveyard.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you can't
really?
even see
Oh,
it. Yeah.
okay.
So,
Okay.
you have a number, pero you can't, like, for example, in Hearthstone and
Hindi mo
Magic, you
alam
can
kung ano yung
definitely check.
nandun. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So you
You
really
have to
have to
remember.
have a good memory. So ngayon, may
Okay.
serious turn off lang natin. Yun lang muna play natin. Actually, we can include this one. Pwede niya kasi tayong basagin pag hindi niya naman binasag.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
So you've lost
So,
one.
yeah. So he has around, he used 2, he gained 2, so 4 energy siya.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. 4 plus 2 pa. So 6 energy siya ngayon. Medyo delikado tayo, no? Kasi may
Mm.
beast siya, and then may backdoor capabilities pa siya dito. Medyo maganda yung kanyang bunot, hindi inabutan ng ating hotbat. So, yun, just to show you, he had 6 cards kanina. We know this is a constant kasi turn 1, alam natin everyone starts at 6. So, yung 6 na ginamit niya, gumamit siya ng 2. So, 4 na lang plus 3, he now has 7 cards. So, what do we play now? I think we could pass. Safe naman tayo mag-pass. Even if he kills it, wala na tayong, shoot, yun lang yung medyo masama doon.
Ooh, wow. He
Patayin na
went
natin.
straight for it. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Okay.
deads tayo dyan. Good thing sisirain niya rin. Kasi ayaw natin bumunot pa ulit yun, no? So, good
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
yun.
yeah. Uh-uh.
So, he used 5 energy. He had 6. So, he has 3 right
It's
now.
three now. Yep.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
So, gumamit siya, yung kanina sinabi ko, he had 7, no? Tapos ngayon, gumamit naman siya ng 5 cards. So, he had 2 plus 3 ulit, 5. So, next round is gonna say 5. Tayo naman, nabawasan na yung cards natin dito. Naging 9 na lang kasi over 16 na lang. Again, tinanggal na nung game yung cards nung mid natin. Do we need to pumpkins? We don't. We can use this for breaking later. Sure naman tayo na high probability makakabunot ng cards yung atin tank later. So let's just steal his energy. So 4 energy siya next turn.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. So ngayon, malaking chance na makukuha natin yung value sa wooden stab. He has 4 energy. He has used multiple cards dito sa plant niya, a total of 3. Vegetal, disguise, and flanking. And this guy has used 4 na, one of each. I'm sorry, seed, risk, seed, swift, and double upstream, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. So, yung probability ng cards na 'to, yung sabi ko yung 5 plus another 3 kasi hindi siya gumamit, 8 cards, malamang sa malamang marami dun sa beast. So, we want to get value and we want to use this card combination, this combo since 'pag nag-last-stand tayo, we have 2 ticks and we wanna be able to use yung kanyang cards kapag gano'n. So, next is we'll use this, 'yan, and above. Okay, we should be able to kill naman yung
Yeah.
kanyang
Yeah.
plant.
Tanks out. Yep. Oh, yep.
Let's see kung mabuhay nga 'to. Hopefully hindi mag-crit yung ibang cards 'no?
Uh-huh.
Medyo sucks 'yan kapag nag-crit 'yan.
Okay.
Good, hindi
Yeah,
naman
you're
nag-crit.
fine. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Okay.
Okay, he has multiple energy. Medyo delikado tayo, pero we could secure, um, yung speed natin later if we would use one more and then this para, um, may speed advantage pa rin tayo sa kanyang aqua. Because probably what he's gonna do naman is risky and then swift escape if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Oh, dun pa rin siya. Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Sige.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So now he only has 5 cards kanina, he used 2, 3. He has 6 cards right now. Meron siyang high armor. We want to make sure we go and kill this aqua na. So 2 scale darts. Why? If he goes last stand, at least we get another value instead of using this card. We could get value from a last stand draw using yung effect ng scale dart. So
Nice.
mas gusto ko gamitin 'to. Tas there's no way a beast can outspeed us naman. So hindi natin
You're
kailangan
pretty safe.
mag-upstream. Yep.
Yeah.
So yun, nag-ano nga siya, nag-high armor nga siya. We have expected that and that works on our favor tapos mas ano,
Nice.
matanggal pa natin
Yeah.
dito.
Tapos nabara mo pa. Yep.
Yes. Tapos dito we want to deal just most damage lang. Yun lang siguro. Tas we have
Mm-mm.
100 armor. He only has 2 energy. So this
There's nothing he could do to, yeah, diba?
yeah,
He can't even Ronin properly.
yeah. Mm-mm.
Mm.
So this game is ano over na kahit mag-crit yan dalawang yan, we would live through that eh. Ayan, see, we
Mm-mm.
still live.
Mm-mm.
So yan guys, so pinatunayan na beast mas madalas pa rin mag-crit, no? So let's make sure na mamatay yung kalaban. Let's get that buff. Okay, 2-0. GG. So I think we could conclude na ba
Nice.
or we still have time?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, I'm okay until
I don't
about
mind.
9:30. Pero if you wanted to do concluding stuff kasi, pwede rin namang, ano, we could just do one more game
Oh
if
yeah,
you're still
sure.
okay with that.
Okay,
Sige.
sure.
Okay. One more game, guys, because
Mhm.
Coach Cody wants to prove that he can 3-0 ano,
Let's see,
people
let's
at the
see.
1,200 MMR.
Hopefully, no, hindi ako mapahiya. So, this guy has backdoor potential. He has smart shot. What it does, it skips the closest target. So, yung tank natin. And then moves on to the middle one. And then poison, pumpkin, and energy steal. This one has healing potential. Vine dagger combo for if he uses a plant and a heal, medyo malaking armor makukuha niya, 60. Grub explode, wala lang. Medyo chops lang to kasi dalawang zero
Yeah.
cost. Essentially, pag dalawa zero cost, bad ano na agad yan. Axie. Tapos ito, Nutcrack, Sinister, Single, Nut Throw. Medyo combo dependent, tas walang energy gain. Kaya
Yeah, it's
siguro
pretty
double
high
zero siya
energy,
dito. So,
Yeah.
medyo mahirapan to late game. So, for now, we want to protect our energy lang, this one. So that he couldn't steal later. And wow, nag-all in agad siya. Sige.
Ooh.
Good thing we used a 50 armor. We are gonna die though kasi meron pa siyang grab. Lucky him.
Mm.
Pero um wala na siyang energy. Since he used
Yeah.
3, wala naman siyang Ronin, wala siyang Ivory Stab doon. And then he used 4 cards pa. So he only has 5 cards right now. 6 before, he used 4, 2, plus 3. Then 5 cards lang siya ngayon. He's probably gonna steal energy if he has stealing capabilities. So what we want is deal damage here. 2. Paghihiwalayin ko lang para may konting armor lang yung ating aqua, and then max damage din dito sa likod kasi nga sabi ko ayaw natin maka-steal ng energy yung kalaban kasi it's gonna be used against us.
Nice.
So hindi ako nag-tail slap, no? Because we are expecting na kahit papaano may isa siyang serious. And it just so happened meron nga,
Yep.
wala siyang na-steal. So currently he's still stuck with 2 energy, which is good for us. We could do a tail slap and this para mamatay na to. And then last stand siguro, no, just in case. Sige, try natin 'to. Tingnan natin. Okay, good. So we have 3
Nice.
energy later. Medyo low na ang kanyang HP, 360. Hopefully it doesn't crit. Medyo masakit 'yan. Yun,
Okay, no
good yung
crits. No
ating
crits. Yeah.
good yung ating card draw since we have 3 energy, and then we could deal max damage dito sa kanyang um mid tank. Let's see if we could kill it. I think we could if he doesn't use Vine Dagger and heal. We could probably say na atin na tong game. He only has 2 energy naman. So baka mabuhay siya pag double healing and then double Vine Dagger. Let's see what cards he has. He just now has 6 minus 2, 4, 7 cards. Ooh. So double
Ooh,
heal
that's a lot of
and
armor. Okay.
ooh, we got a crit.
Oh,
Lucky us.
wow,
Nice,
that is
nice,
a
nice.
that's a pretty big.
Big crit
that's
yan.
kind of that's kind of funny. Okay.
Okay lang. Oh, ayun, buti lang nag-heal siya. Good for us.
Okay.
Sige.
Okay.
Now we want to make sure this guy dies. We don't want to
Yeah.
underplay this. So what we
Yep.
do is this 2 and then 4 cards here. We are stuck with um 2 energy na lang kasi nga hindi naman na tayo pwede mag-save. And kapag
Mm.
nabuhay 'to, kunyari healing aroma and then bind dagger siya ulit, um, actually, yan nag-healing aroma siya isa 'no. So you could
Yeah.
again use healing aroma, chomp, and vine dagger. High possibility na meron siya nun. So I use this combo. May buff naman na tayo and then 2 to prepare for later.
Okay.
Ayan, so good.
Oh yeah, he just did exactly that. Yeah. Okay.
Oo. Yun nga lang, kinulang pa rin tayo.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I should have no, dapat nagsama ako ng isa pang card dun. Isang attack
Yeah,
buff.
but you didn't have any more
No,
energy,
meaning
diba?
if you
Ah.
saw how I played it, I used this
Mm-hmm.
and then the buff. I could have used the
Mm-hmm.
buff for the second one. Medyo minaliit ko yung
Okay.
kanyang So ngayon di na natin gagawin 'yon. Ganito tayo and then here. 'Yun, nag-pass siya.
Hmm.
So 4 cards na tayo later, medyo delikado tayo. Hopefully makuha natin yung dalawang buff. Oh, sad hindi natin nakuha. Probably gonna lose this one, sad. Yung outplay niya sa atin dun is yung
What? So he's at
nag-heal
4,
siya.
no?
Yeah, he's at
Yeah,
4
yeah,
right now.
yeah. He's at
So there's
4.
no chance
Okay.
na we could win kasi all damaging cards 'to.
Uh-oh.
So he's
Uh-oh.
delaying the game. 2-1, sad life.
That's okay. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
66% is pretty good, right?
yeah.
Especially with the
Well,
okay.
if I hit a crit, tingnan natin baka
Yeah,
mag-crit
sige,
tayo.
sige. You never know. I mean, sabi nga nila, 'di ba, nagka-crit naman daw yung Aqua.
Wala na. I used
Not
the crit
enough
na
though.
kanina.
This is not way not enough. Okay.
Sayang. Ooh, yan yung crit
Okay.
niya. But he won
Oh,
that. He won that.
yeah, that's a big crit, big crit. Okay.
Sige, that's
Okay,
it.
so what did we learn from the even the best coaches, 66% is kind of a
Yeah.
very decent win percentage already. Actually, in
Mm.
any card game, mataas na yun eh.
Mm.
if you can, ano, diba? Parang if you can do that consistently, like sobrang
Yep.
taas ng 66%. That's
What
almost
we
impossible.
advise is at least 50%. Actually, in Axie Infinity, if you win at least 50% of your games every day, you would still increase your MMR.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-mm.
For
Yep.
sure. And ano kasi one of the things that people forget kasi it's not just player skill. Of course, parang player skill is a very important component, pero may randomness din kasi yan
Yeah.
eh.
Yep.
So hindi mo malalabanan sometimes yung bad draw, 'di ba?
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever, 'di
Critical.
ba? Or
Yep.
criticals. And then syempre, yung draw nung kalaban mo, 'di ba? Sometimes they
Mm-hmm.
just draw like gods. Wala kang
Yep. Yep.
magagawa eh.
Yep.
So you have to accept na meron talagang component dyan na yun, it's just going to not go in your favor.
Yep.
So maybe one of the first things we can give as advice to our players is try not to be too discouraged if you have a bad day.
Yeah.
Because
Mm-mm. Stay
ano eh, like a
positive,
lot of
guys.
people, oh, kasi like a lot of people, parang you have a really bad losing streak. So parang gusto nila
Mm-mm.
mag-quit. Ganon, di
Wait.
ba?
Well, kapag you have a bad losing streak, again, I advise then na take a breather, maybe watch
Yeah,
some YouTube videos, look into how you
yeah,
could improve your gameplay, or watch other people play sa Facebook or sa Discord channel nyo kung it's a big, kasi in Undisputed Noobs, it's a big thing yung streaming and coaching ng fellow
yeah,
scholars mo, or giving tips, or just even watching lang, kahit stay on the sideline and then watch on how they play a specific game, and then you'll learn from it, and then you could pick up kung ano yung mali niya. You would see that how you could improve your gameplay, and also yung mga tamang ginagawa niya, you can apply it on your own game. So
right,
yun.
right. Yeah, that totally makes sense.
Mm.
Coach, can you give us a quick preview of what you're going to be talking about in the next session?
Oh
Para lang
yeah,
alam na nung alam na
saka mo
nung
makikita
guild.
yung outline na yan. Wait, let me just, I made an outline eh.
Well,
Let
you could just tell it like ano kung ano yung
Oh yeah.
topics. I
So
mean,
yung damage
sige.
calculation natin
Okay.
on, like, again, more, this is more on value, like combo cards, chaining, what else? What, when is it the right time to play certain cards, and
Right.
then ano pa ba yung isang topic natin?
Actually, yung
Uh
damage calculation pa lang, ang
Oo.
lalim nung topic
Like,
na yun eh. Kasi ang
if you
daming
have seen me do
combinations.
sa first kaninang game na I was like computing it and adding it up on my well, not on my brain kasi I was voicing it out, pero I was
Yep,
adding up
yep.
my damage so that I could predict on how much exactly cards do I need to secure the kill,
Yeah.
and hindi ako magsayang ng energy or ng cards by overcommitting or undercommitting. So
Right,
yun.
right. I
Yeah.
mean, yung that's the hardest thing about, in my opinion, playing Axie Infinity, yung uh, under-committing or over-committing
Yep.
is
Mm-mm.
kind of the trickiest part, no? Kasi
Yep.
medyo, in a way, medyo babasahin mo din yung kalaban mo eh. Ano
Yep.
yung mga
Mm-mm.
possibilities na pwede niyang gawin, di ba? And then,
Yep.
sometimes, if you've played enough turns against this person, you can kind of get a sense kung ano ba, aggressive ba sila
Yeah.
or
Mm-mm.
mabagal ba sila
Yung
maglaro. Meron
gameplay
din
niya.
ganun
Yep.
eh. Pero
Mm.
hindi ganun ka
True that.
long yung it's not as long as a Magic game or a
Yeah.
Hearthstone game where
Yeah.
you can really get a sense of the personality
Uh-uh.
of your
That's true.
opponent, no. Kasi ang ikli lang kasi niya, it's like
Uh-uh.
6, 7 turns usually.
Yep.
So medyo maikli siya. But
Yep.
okay. I just want to make sure that there aren't any
Questions we
questions
missed?
left. Let me just check. Here ano parang, true siya like 'pag mabilis magpindot yung kalaban na naabutan nung bug sometimes yeah, okay. I mean, I think that ano parang do you think, coach, that you can interpret yung speed ng actions ng kalaban mo as part of their personality? Kasi
Yes.
may gano'n sa
Uh-uh.
Magic, eh, or sa
Even
Hearthstone, 'di
sa
ba?
ano,
'Pag
even to Hearthstone, yeah. Magic
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
Hearthstone, malalaman mo kung mainipin ba siya or if he really thinks about his options. So normally, kapag
Yeah,
matagal tumira, tas
yeah.
tumitira talaga siya,
Oo,
mas nag-iisip yon. So mas
oo.
focus on making sure na you take note of what your opponents is using. Parang ako, 'di ba, I always try to recall, ano na ba nagamit nitong Axie na 'to, what is his capability of using high armor cards pa, and also what is
Yeah.
his damaging card. So you have to keep recalling. Medyo memory game din si Axie, no? Kung ilan yung
Yeah.
energy niya, kung ano yung mga cards na nagamit niya on the previous rounds, so that you have a good guess or a good
Right.
assumption on what
Right.
cards he will be able to play. Yun.
Yeah, Justine has a good comment here. One of the most broken thing that not many people abuse is watching the replays. And that's super
Oh yeah.
important. Watch
Yep.
your games, man. Watch your
Yep.
games. Like especially the ones na natalo ka. Like
Talo,
if
yun
you don't
talaga.
yeah, if you
That's what
don't
you have to watch.
understand kung paano ka natalo, watch
Mm-mm.
the replay
Like, did you
because
miss
you'll
an
get
energy count,
oh,
or did you miss
exactly.
that
Yeah. Yeah.
he hasn't used two pumpkins yet?
Yeah.
And what
Right.
else? How do you make a counterplay if this lineup
Yeah.
normally ano, but ganito sila magplay? What can you do kung may options ka ba na, oh, I could have played round 3 better by using this one. So next time I battle this kind of lineup, I would aim for this kind of play. Parang ganon. So
Right.
you
Yeah.
actually can learn more from your mistakes than your victories. So
For
try to
sure.
keep watching yung ano mo, losses mo.
Yeah.
And like for example, yung sa akin lang, um, is it okay? Do we still have like 2 minutes?
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah, sure.
Let's
Go
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 through.
for it. Go for it.
Hopefully,
Naglo-load ba yung battle log these days? I
parang
actually don't
hindi
know. I
pa.
haven't tried.
Okay,
Kasi
so
like that was so inconsistent for me
uh,
also. So
actually,
meron time nga ginagamit ko na lang yung Windows recorder na
oh yeah,
yung to ano yung parang
to
game
review
bar
your
ng
games, no?
yeah, that was the
Ayun,
only way
there.
I was able. Oh, there. Okay, let's try it. Let's see. Let's see. Jesus, like what a name this guy.
So let's fast forward to round 4, I think that was. Oh no, round 5.
Uh-huh.
Yung alam ko na mag-armor up siya, pero mas sinecure ko yung
Yeah, yun
buffs
yung
rather
critical
than,
part eh.
yep.
Yeah.
If I was able to put him into last stand, or at least kill him kahit hindi na last stand. Wait, not this one. So round 5 nga, na-crit pa tayo na, no?
Mm-mm.
So here,
Yeah, okay, right
so
there.
namatay. So we have a lot of options to play this one. We have 6 cards. We have 2 energy. Well, not a lot of options, pero I could have played it better. So let's say I use, kasi I have one buff na already. I could have used one Crimson. So that's gonna be around 140 damage, I believe. And then
Mm-hmm.
this one dealt 120 lang kasi I did not use Cuckoo for this round. I use it in preparation for next round. Pero I know naman that the opponent only has 2 energy. So if I was able to kill this guy with Scale Dart, then the opponent would only have 2 energy next turn kasi gagamit nga siya
Right,
ng cards. Tapos a 1v1 with the beast, unless mag-critical of course yung kanyang mga cards, is lamang yung aqua. So let's see.
right.
Tingnan natin kung let's say gumamit tayo ng isang kuko sa gitna. So we have
Mm-hmm.
143. So a one buff using then using a 120 card deals 143. And then let's say I used a buff again and then 120 damage, then that means it's 143 ulit, which is kulang pa rin. So dapat ang best play pala is two
Uh,
buffs. Kasi 143 he would have 1 HP left, which is funny yan kung yun nga yung ginawa ko. So ang best
Oo.
play pala sa ganto, sa ganun ano, is just secure the kill, use the 2 buffs and then the attack. So yun, panalo sana tayo
Oh.
doon, no? So yeah,
Oh,
that's how you
interesting.
can
Okay.
use your checking logs and kung saan ka nagkamali. So sayang, no, na no turn sana natin
Right.
yung 4 cards niya. Laking effect nun.
Yeah, yeah.
Tapos pares kami
Yeah.
2 energy later. So yep, that's it.
Mm. Okay.
Yun.
All right. So I think we learned a lot, Coach. This was. I mean, I learned a lot, and I mean, I've actually been playing the game quite a bit. Also, this was. It was really great to have you on the show. I think the
Thanks.
guild is very, very grateful for your time.
Mhm.
I mean, based on the comments, I think we did a nearly like 260 people watching at some point. So it was,
Yep,
very, very
nice.
well viewed. Um, Live stream. We're really excited for the next one also.
We're gonna get into more
Magsi-shopping pa ba
details
tayo?
done.
Yeah, yeah. Are we gonna
Up to
shop
you. It's
again?
up to you. It's up to you actually. It's not my
So,
money I'm spending. So, ako ang sarap
well,
mag-shopping pag di mo pera, eh, 'no? Pag di
that's
mo
true,
eat.
actually. Yeah, you're very right. So I think we had some requests naman about RBP or RRP or something like
Oh
that.
yeah, we
So
can do
maybe
that.
we can try that. Yung plant mo ba, pwede ba siya for,
Yeah,
or do we have to buy a completely different plant?
I think pwede naman siya.
Okay.
So
Sige. So
we
maybe
just need
so we can
to
talk about that,
wrap up.
like how
Yep.
we want to
Mhm.
approach that. I think it will be interesting to talk about different lineups then kasi wag naman AAP lang. Although as you were saying nga, siya nga yung medyo popular in these ranks, no?
Yeah. Hmm.
So yeah, okay, okay. So coach, is there any place that you want our viewers right now to go to follow you or your guild?
Oh yeah.
Tell them where to find you.
Okay, so in our Discord channel, Undisputed News, we actually have prepared because we have been talking to Luis because we had you, diba naman sa one of our stream with Steve, and we
Yeah.
actually set up a group for you guys to join us if ever you would like to maybe watch coaching sessions or live gameplays of our scholars. You could do so by joining our Discord channel. It's Undisputed Noobs. Do you still have like an active invite link that I could share? I could send it to you, then
Um,
you can share it
Yeah, yeah, you have to send it
if
to me.
they
Tapos
want.
I'll put it
Okay.
in our Telegram group para
All
people
right.
can see it. Yeah, yeah, do that na
Sige.
lang. Guild, I will do that right after this call para if you want you can join that channel agad. So
Yep.
that's Discord. So you will if you don't have Discord yet, you just have to install the app. Although meron bang Discord na for browser? But I guess there is,
Yes,
no? There probably is.
meron din. It
Yeah,
works
okay,
for
okay.
browser as well.
Ano na lang, depends on what you guys want to do.
Mhm.
What about you, coach? I mean, you don't like to turn on your camera, but do you want anyone to follow you on
Well, you
Twitter
can't really
or
follow me on anywhere because I'm not that into social media. It's just
okay,
now
okay.
na naging coach ako na medyo I join or get streams and I have to
Yeah,
even sa Discord. This is the first Discord channel that I have been active to. I'm a
yeah.
gamer since high school actually, even elementary pero I'm not that ano ba social when it comes to gaming. Kaya although I
Okay,
compete, pero hindi ako yung like streamer vibe. Pero let's see.
cool.
My career
Yeah.
now points towards that, and maybe I can pick it up. Hopefully.
Sige, sure. I mean, whenever you're comfortable. But I see in the chat actually people are already sharing yung Discord link ng
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Undisputed. I don't know if they just be able to join by clicking that link or
Yes,
how does that
they
work?
would.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, cool.
they
All
would
right.
able
So
to.
you can already do that, guys, if you want to join. Tapos you can find the channel where they will actually they'll actually be able to give you advice and things like that.
Yeah,
Pero
just say,
definitely
and
stay
I'm from
tuned.
Crypto Pop, and then we'll add you to
Yeah.
the role for Crypto Pop Guild members,
Okay.
and then we'll give you
Great.
access to the necessary channels that you'll need.
Great, 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 great. Yun. So you have to let them know na galing kayo sa CPAG. Yun na lang.
Yeah.
But definitely stay tuned for next week's show. Wednesday also, same time, 8 p.m. Coach Cody will come back and we'll go shopping again. And then we'll road test another team, something reptile related this time. We'll see exactly which one
Mhm.
we go with, and then hopefully we'll be able to answer more questions from you guys next time. Definitely prepare your questions if you want to if there are whatever burning questions about the game na
Yeah.
hindi nyo gets or something that has always confused you, like how does poison get computed, diba? Like things like
Mhm.
that like
Mhm.
we never got to talk about yung like how poison
Debuffs,
stacks and things
different
like
debuffs. Yep.
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. So that's something that we'll definitely be able to talk about also next week. Coach Cody, thank you so much. This was super
Yeah. Thanks for having me as
educational.
well.
Yeah, and also kudos to Gulaman. That was a really
Yeah.
good presentation.
It
I was sharing it with the other people on YGG while we were talking. I was saying, "Hey, we need to get something of this level because it's really good." Very impressed.
yeah.
Thank you so much. You guys definitely spent a lot of time on this. And I think with that, let's put this one to a close. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. This video is saved in our Facebook and our YouTube channel, so you can still watch it again if there are parts of that video na you want to go back to and learn a little bit more from. But otherwise, we'll see you all next week. Good night, everyone. This is
All right.
CPAG. Thank you, Coach Cody. Thank you,
All right. Thanks
Undisputed
for having me.
Noob.
Good night, guys. Bye.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. Good evening. All right.